When you're first diagnosed with cancer, you're scared. You worry about your family, you worry about your children, and you worry most about yourself. And so coming to Fox Chase, you have a whole group of individuals with expertise in treating you.
So in this patient who had a 4 or 5 year history of metastatic disease,
we have a meeting every week, which is called a tumor board. At the end of the day, I'll know that I've got the best advice because the people here are the experts in every field. They do nothing but cancer.
Patients don't always fit the cookie-cutter mold, and there's really no substitute for everybody sitting down in one place and being able to informally exchange ideas. I think that is a very useful collaborative tool that improves our patient outcomes.
I was diagnosed with a lower GI cancer. My husband, he researched the Philadelphia hospitals and liked what he saw, so we ended up at Fox Chase.
The first time you treat the cancer is the best time. It has to be perfect. So when a patient hears that they have cancer, and they, of course, are looking for the best possible care, they'll phone a place like Fox Chase. The first person who will answer the phone for them is going to be a nurse navigator. The nurse navigator's role is really to understand caring for patients with gastrointestinal cancer. The nurse navigator finds out what they've had done, what their diagnosis is, and then they talk them through the system.
You look wonderful. I'm really pleased.
The navigator has been taught how to manage these patients and make sure that the patients come to the right group of physicians when they first come in.
More than 140,000 Americans are diagnosed with colorectal cancer every year. An accurate diagnosis can make all the difference. It begins with diagnostic imaging at Fox Chase Cancer Center.
You have radiologists who are dedicated to doing nothing but oncologic imaging. The expertise is critically important because if you don't have the correct diagnosis, then you won't get the appropriate treatment.
we have a dedicated gastrointestinal pathologist who offers us insights that really are well above and beyond what traditional pathologists would offer.
With an underlying background of fatty liver.
At Fox Chase, we believe our team approach to fighting cancer is crucial.
For gastrointestinal cancer patients, multidisciplinary care is really critical.
So the multidisciplinary team here at Fox Chase utilizes medical oncologist, radiation therapist, and surgical oncologist, as well as supportive groups to try to provide the very best care to a patient tailored to their specific needs.
I come here and I see my team, and it's all under one roof, and they all communicate right on the spot. Their technology rocks. The team here at Fox Chase has never, ever once let me down. They know their stuff.
Surgery is the most common treatment for colorectal cancer.
We offer the full gamut of surgical options for treatment from the earliest stage cancers to more advanced cancers, using either open procedures or minimally invasive. The most important thing is really treating each patient's cancer. So we do the safest operation. If at all possible, we use minimally invasive techniques, and really that means using smaller incisions. Options include standard laparoscopy, where we use a camera in the abdomen and small instruments that I control at the bedside to perform the operations, and that could be using 2, 3, even 1 small incision to remove a section of the colon. The other options include robotic surgery so that we can safely perform operations in small spaces. And all of these benefits translate into smaller incisions, less pain after surgery, a shorter hospital stay.
The surgeons also understand that it's an individual patient who has a tumor and that they're treating the patient, not just the tumor.
At Fox Chase, that care also extends to interventional endoscopy.
Patients who have early cancers, or let's say large precancerous lesions like polyps in the colon or rectum, we can actually remove those lesions through the endoscope and cure the patient from that problem in an outpatient environment.
Fox Chase offers more treatment options for colorectal cancer.
We can offer our patients, of course, the standard chemotherapy treatments that we have, but also we can give them access to cutting-edge treatments that might be standard 5 years from now today. And we can do that through the clinical trials that we have. Patients can gain access to promising new therapies that they wouldn't otherwise be able to gain access to.
And that innovation is also found in the radiation therapy department at Fox Chase.
So we have a whole host of technologies that we use in the radiation oncology department here at Fox Chase. CyberKnife, despite its name, is not actually surgery. It's a type of radiation therapy. With that robotic arm, we can move the machine in any direction and at any angle around the patient to target very precisely the tumor. Intensity modulated radiation therapy, or IMRT, is a way of delivering radiation where we treat with a number of angles. We add all of those up to make sure that we're treating what we want to treat and we're minimizing radiation to anything we don't want to treat.
Early detection and prevention are an important part of the Fox Chase program. This includes cancer risk assessment.
GI risk assessment at Fox Chase is composed of really two parts. We have a research program, and then we have a clinical program. We create a pedigree for them so they can see what their family history looks like. We really are a fully integrated group. We collaborate very closely and work very closely with our GI doctors here. That initial panic of finding out you have this high cancer risk can be alleviated because you have these resources available to you, and you have doctors who actually talk to each other.
More options, greater care, and a commitment to do the research to help find new treatments all distinguish Fox Chase as the regional cancer leader.
Research in the GI service line is really central to everything that we do. So it starts from the basic science laboratories at Fox Chase that are studying the next generation of targets and therapies that might be used to treat patients with gastrointestinal cancer. Research isn't an afterthought. It's really the core of what we do and why we're here and why we're so passionate about what we do.
Along with the most experienced medical personnel, it's having a staff who can focus on all of your needs, from diagnosis through treatment and survivorship.
As a social worker here at Fox Chase, I have the opportunity to meet with patients and families to provide supportive counseling or support in a variety of ways with all the things that happen to you when you get diagnosed with cancer. And that can be anything from emotional distress to financial concerns to, how do I talk to my children about what's happening? Because as you can imagine, it's a very stressful time. I think people really need that and want that.
The GI cancer team at Fox Chase.
There's constant changes in the field. You have to stay on the cutting edge to best treat your patients, and that's why I went into this field.
One of the things I'm most proud of working here at Fox Chase is that I work with colleagues who are the experts. They're internationally known, and they are world-class people.
All of us sit on committees that make the guidelines about how to treat different cancers that other docs follow. And I think there's really a major difference there.
Just as importantly, we have a personalized, compassionate approach here to our patients, and that enables everyone caring for the patients, nurses, everybody, to really get to know the patient and to know them as an individual.
And that's really what drives us every day, to find out new treatments and develop better therapies for our patients.
It's a wonderful institution with tremendous collegiality and a focus on trying to provide the very best care to a patient who has cancer.
They're cutting edge. They're knowledgeable. I'm a mom of 3 kids going here, there, and everywhere. I think the whole GI team gets the bigger picture, and that this is a disease and you are a person, and we're going to treat what's living inside of you and make it go away. And 5 years later, they were right.